doing night turnout, but I went live earlier to talk about the fact that the vet was here for the surgeries tomorrow, and Story started crying, so I kind of had to get off of it pretty fast. So I thought I'd talk about it again, although I only have about 20 minutes to do this before I gotta go back to the baby. So I'm just doing some chores before I start talking about it because I don't want to be winded. So if anybody wants to see anything, right now I'm just doing nighttime. Hey, here's Stella and Lucy. Everyone else is already out. I can probably show you some of them, but a lot of them are in the lower field. And I'm giving them hay right now. So you can see. Stella and Lucy have access to both stalls at night, so they get a little bit in both. Everyone has already had dinner. So there's Miss Mabel. Hi, Mabel. She's been yelling at me. There's also straw in the aisle that you'll see because we are having some surgeries tomorrow. And there's Wilma. And straw is better for surgeries because it doesn't get as caught up in their wounds. So we're just prepping for that. Lily is trying to come in. Back. Beauty and Belle are out in that paddock tonight, and everyone else is down in the field. Let me see if I can zoom in. There's Abe, Hank, well, all the boys in Woika. Here's Lily about to go down. She was just wondering if there are any snacks. You can see it's really pretty here today right now. It's pretty warm. And Belle and Beauty are over there. And Wilma is in here. And she has access to that field back there, which is where the cows are. And then, hi Wilma. Stella and Lucy are back there, and they were out all day. So like I said, I'm going to talk about the vet was here earlier. I'm just going to finish up some chores so that I'm not out of breath while I'm talking about it. And if anybody wants to see anything while I'm doing those chores, just let me know. It's just giving hay right now, and eventually at the end of this I will bring the goats their food. But let me make sure everybody gets some snacks before I start talking about what happened with the vet today. Doing it one-handed, so not everything's going in the right place. But, hi Wilma! Okay, I'm going to bring Belle and Beauty some hay. I'm going to give you some more hay actually first, because you're bigger. There's Wilbert, always near his woman. And yeah, tomorrow we're having a good bit of vet work done here, so it should be a big day. I will try to share as much of that as possible. Our vet has a surgeon in town to help him, so we're doing lots of things. Here's Lily, do you want a bite? And Belle and Beauty are out there. Gonna throw them some extra hay. Lily's upset that that's not for her. But yeah, this is the side paddock where the new run-in is. And there's Beauty, the run-in. And then everyone else is out in the field. Mama and baby are in there. And then that field right there with the run-in is where Wilma and Wilbert and Maple will be tonight. Okay. I've given out some hay, so I will start talking about the vet soon. So the vet came today. Wait, let me sit down so it doesn't sound like I'm some winded old woman right now. Okay, Lily, I'll give you some hay. Okay, I have to keep an eye on the clock. That is the only thing. Okay. Whew. Let's talk about this. Okay, so the vet came today to almost do like a pre-op type thing to check on everybody and have the new surgeon meet the crew and what was happening. Let's start with the easy one. Whiskey is going to be gelded tomorrow. He's up first, which is pretty exciting. I'm pretty excited for him to lose his balls, honestly. He's a character. So he'll get done in the morning. It might rain here, so it's either going to happen in the barn, and if it's not raining, it will happen outside on the front yard, which is where Oakley and Woody got done, and then Dexter got done there too at a different time. So that will be first up. I don't know if people want to see that, but I can try to capture as much of that as I can. Next up will be Wilma. We originally were planning on nerving her, and today during the pre-op stuff, we blocked her. Maybe I should show it. Maybe I'll go in and show that if she'll let me. We blocked her hooves, which is basically like we numbed them, if for anyone that's not as familiar. She still has some marks on it. So let me show you. Hi, Wilma. She's very mad at me. She did not enjoy the process. But see where her legs are a little bloody? That is where the injections went in to numb her, and that is where her nerves are, and it basically, the block would show what the nerving did, and it cut off feeling, but it did not cut off feeling to where she's painful with arthritis. So we could potentially down the road block her higher up, but it's not recommended because it would make her, so when you nerve a horse, they completely lose feeling where those nerves are, and the higher you go, the more it becomes completely numb to them, and it just becomes dangerous because they then trip and they have no sense of where their feet are or hooves are. So we don't want to do that quite yet because it would have to be so high up. We're hopeful to do it down lower. So you can see she has blood marks on both because that's where we blocked her. So we have decided to do something different with her. We are going to do a shockwave therapy, and potentially we're going to start her on Adequan down the road. But we wanted to start with the shockwave therapy. So it will be, I've never seen it done. I don't really know much about it. So I will hopefully be more educated on it tomorrow, and I'll try to film as much of it as possible. But essentially it sounds like what it is. It's shock waves, and it almost will trigger the body out like there's an injury there to try to heal it. It's arthritis, so it won't heal, but it will hopefully trigger her body to have a reaction to it. I will try to get my vet on here tomorrow to talk about it if he is willing, which I think he will be. And yeah, that will happen. And then she'll have to have 4 rounds of it every 2 weeks. We will be doing a fundraiser for her because it's quite pricey. It's about $1,500. But after 20 years of service with probably no vet care ever, we definitely think she deserves it. So we're hoping that we'll have some support in her medical journey. And yeah, I'm excited to see how she feels with way less pain. She hates me right now because I had to put her into the stocks for this, and she did not enjoy it, but it's all good. Look at how much hay is on Wilbert because he just eats underneath her. Hi, big girl. And now let me do a Winded Beauty update. We were going to do a venogram on her, but after getting a second opinion from another vet, they basically said it would be a waste of money because it is so clear that her hoof is rotting. And so we are just giving her essentially like an end-of-life care program. She is on a ton of painkillers. She's actually on 4 grams of bute a day, plus 20 pills of gabapentin, which are at 400 milligrams, I believe, twice a day. So she gets 40 pills of gabapentin. So she should be feeling quite good. Let me see. She's right over there if you want to see her. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to incline her hoof a little bit more to help with blood flow. The vet said that it could be anywhere from a month to a year that she'll be like this. And our goal is just to make her as comfortable as possible in the time that she can walk. Her coffin bone will come through. That will be what is the end. And there's nothing we can do. Even even then they said, you can put her in a sling, you can do all of this stuff, extreme medical care, and it's just not fair to her. Honestly, that would be us putting her through way too much medical pain. She's 20 years old, and I think she would much rather have a great year or a great few months being a horse out in the field. So no, we did not do the venogram. Sorry, someone just asked, they just joined and asked if there was circulation. The second vet that we brought in basically said that there's no reason to even test. You can't feel a pulse in her ankle, so it wouldn't really be the best use of funds, because it's very clear that, sorry, I'm trying to lock the door. It's very clear that is not happening. So we have upped her painkillers substantially, and she's going to live a great life. We could be a year, like I said. It could be next month. It's up to Beauty. It's when she walks through her hoof or not. We're all a little worried for winter, because winters in Vermont are quite tough, and we really just have to play it by ear for Beauty. So that is our plan. And I wish I had better news, but it's also, this is the life in the rescue, and you just have to remember that we didn't think she would be here even when we got her, and she's gotten this far. And even the vet said, they came to see her for the first time today, she looks unbelievable. I mean, she looks incredible. She's moving so well, and I think we just have to be grateful for that. Yeah. And I just need to keep reminding myself that, because she's walking so well. She's trotting. She looks really good, and that's all you can really hope for, is her to feel good at the end of life. So yes, it is end of life care. That is what we're classifying it as. It's a little different than Oscar's end of life care, because his was so clearly not going to be long. Hers could be a whole year of this. We're not, but look at how pretty her life is right now. Let me see if this will turn around. There she is, with Belle, living her best life. So that's Beauty and Belle. I don't know if you can see them there. There's Whidbey, being the farm dog. But you really can't ask for more. She's pain-free. She has friends. She's on a ton of painkillers. We even talked about, how much painkiller we can get her. And there's a possibility of getting her a fentanyl patch that we've discussed. So, we're really talking about making the end of this pain-free. So that is Beauty's future. And it's a good one. She's 20 years old. She's been with us a year now, almost. It's almost her 1 year. And who knows? We could be talking about her like this next year. But there she is. Hi, my beautiful girl. But she's living like a horse with her twin. And yeah, we're grateful for the time that we have with her. We're grateful for any day with her that is pain-free. Her buddies are out there. And yeah. Okay, I'm going to do a blitz run around the farm, because my husband has a meeting at 5:45 and he's watching the baby. So if anybody wants to see anything in particular, while I'm doing this, I'm currently going to get hay and grain. Sorry, we've had a bit of construction here. Hay and grain for the goats in 7 minutes. And oh my God, there's so many turkeys walking out to the field. Do you guys see that? Look at all those turkeys. Just going to graze with the horses. We have a ton of turkeys here. There's Whiskey Biz and Woody and Oakley. Sorry if I get super winded in this, but I'm trying to move literally as fast as I can. I I have to get the goat food, so you guys will see the goats. And I have to get some hay. And I gotta walk up to the house super fast. Does anyone have any questions that I can try to answer while I'm doing this? They're getting here tomorrow at between 8 and 9. Wow, sorry, you guys are just staring at a wall. Between 8 and 9 in the morning to start the surgeries. I'm excited to see the shockwave. I've never seen that. The geldings are always fun if you're into that stuff. They're always, a crowd pleaser. And yeah, okay, I don't actually need hay now that I think of it. Now we're gonna go see the goats, give them some food, and go from there. This is a nice winded walk around the farm. There are the cows. You see the cows? There they are. They're upset. They're always upset. They're probably wanting to go into a stall. And I will show the goats. There are the ducks. Let's see if I can flip it. Those are the ducks. Pony Palace. And there are the goats. Goaties. Yeah, so like I said, I wish I had better news for Beauty, but in some ways it's great news because she's pain free. But, sorry. Here are the goats. This is their paddock. They've eaten it down quite a lot. We've done some construction because we're running power to the quarantine. There's their little house, but they're doing great. Hi, goatees. Hi, Rose. My kid Story goes in there every day to play with them, and they're the sweetest goats in the world. Dorothy can get underneath the fence, and she just comes and says hi every once in a while. There are the ponies. Hi. Here are my girls, Cookie and Bunny. Hi, girls. My fat girls. One's pregnant, one's obese. It happens. You guys are the cutest. Bunny is not pregnant, even though look at that belly. That one is pregnant. Look at that belly. Hey, girl. You got a baby in there? They're like, give me some treats, please. The ducks are also wondering if I have any food for them. Okay. So yes, I will do more updates tomorrow. That's my dog barking. And this is where the quarantine barn's going, if anyone's wondering. The muck pile's back there. And then that's the driveway down to where you guys usually see. No, we're not sure about when Cookie's gonna have her baby. She's gonna get ultrasounded hopefully tomorrow, if not next week, to check on the progress. Yeah, she feels like she's been pregnant forever. I thought she was gonna have a baby in July, so it's really felt like forever for me. There's Dexter. Hey, Dex. What you doing? Okay. I am up at the house within 5:45, so I'm pretty pleased about that. I can stay on if people have more questions. If not, you're going to hear Cocomelon in the background soon. These are my dogs. There's Bert, Whidbey. Yeah. I will post this to YouTube so that if people have any questions, they can rewatch it. But yes, tomorrow's a big day surgically here. And I'm probably going to sign off unless anyone wants to know anything else. Because I'm home now. Okay. I will post this. Thanks for tuning in.